Welcome to the Four Listeners Program. Welcome aboard, everybody. Thanks for checking us out this week. What up? I'm Spear. On the mics, we have the Z-Man. What's up, Z?
I paid my income tax today. I never felt so proud before to be right there with the millions more who pay their income tax today.
Nice. It was a good job.
Thanks.
Little
Irving Berlin.
Little Irving Berlin. Classing up the joint. Nice.
A little class.
On the other mic, we have the mighty Ganthor. What's up, Ganthor?
Hail.
You're really getting into a new nickname, aren't you?
I am. I like it. It's made me a changed man. You know how many people I kill now every day?
Oh, great. So I set you off on a killing spree. Good job.
You're God. You can do whatever you want.
All right. I'm going to throw it over to the Z-Man. Z, what do we got?
Something must be done about taxes. April 15th is quickly approaching as we're recording this. It's going to be yesterday as this comes live. I don't like to pay them. I'm sure you guys don't like to pay them.
Yeah, I guess my problem with taxes in general isn't that I mind paying them. It's that I mind that I pay so many different types of taxes. You know, I mean, I pay there's income tax, there's sales tax, there's hotel occupancy tax, there's taxes on my gas, taxes on the food, taxes on
sugar,
on
taxes on flying, taxes on going on a vacation.
Yeah, I mean, enough.
Excise tax. That's the one I always love. When the city tells me that my car's worth $1,900 and I owe them $50.
But I don't get it. You know what I mean?
That's bullshit.
The other thing is I just can't stand the fact that we have to pay taxes on taxes. Like, you're paying taxes on money that's already been taxed. So your grandmother dies, God forbid. And she's like, you know, she's saved up this nest egg, and she's paid the taxes on it. She's paid her dues on it. And then she gives it to me, and now I got to pay taxes on it. Why do I got to pay taxes on it? It's already been taxed.
Oh, and then there's the estate tax.
Well, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
The inheritance tax and the estate tax, yeah.
Yeah, so even after she dies, she ends up paying taxes.
Yeah, you have to pay taxes to die.
Yeah. What's up with that?
Fuck Brad Pitt.
What's that have to do with it?
You've seen the movie.
Which
Meet Joe
movie?
Black?
I didn't see it.
What?
I didn't see it.
No.
Well, why don't you help out with the reference there,
Well,
Ganthor?
it's not going to be funny if I have to explain it.
Well, it's not funny if you don't explain it either.
Death comes down and he takes Brad Pitt's body and he lives a life and somebody's going to out a secret and Brad Pitt says he's with the IRS. It sounds pretty stupid the way I explain it, but
Sure does, I'll agree.
that's pretty much what happened in the movie.
All right, then.
Spear got it, right, Spear?
I did get it, yes.
Thanks.
Was it funny, Spear? Was it funny?
Not as funny as he would have hoped.
Okay.
Fuck you.
Hey, look, anytime we get to say fuck you, Brad Pitt, it's okay with me.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm okay with that.
Anyway, there's just some crazy taxes. Like the income tax, sure. I'm fine with this. I pay my part. It helps to support the government and get me all the services that I need, and that's fine. I don't like the fact that, 50% of the country doesn't pay any tax, and I understand that, yes, if you make a person who makes $15,000 a year pay 7% of their income, and you have a person who makes $500,000 a year pay 7% of their income, it's going to be a bigger impact on a poor person. But, still, you just got to pay something.
Well, how do you get people to pay their taxes?
Well, you threaten them with jail.
Well, all right.
But then that costs more taxes.
Well, is there a more elegant way of doing this? I mean, did not Walt Disney have a solution to getting people to pay their taxes somewhere in the 1940s?
Well, let's go with the story here. So if anyone has a chance, check out a link we're going to post. It's the NPR episode. It came out, I believe, March 23rd of this year. We'll put a link up there.
This is Planet Money?
This is Planet Money on NPR, yes. And they go through the whole history of taxes. And it's fascinating because it used to be like there was no taxes. Prior to the Civil War, nobody paid taxes. When the Civil War started, they needed money to fund the army, so they started implementing a tax, but they only taxed the rich, and it was voluntary. And it wasn't until 1943, Donald Duck, via Disney, put out a video in which they said, hey, do you want to be a patriot? Do you want to, kill the Nazis? Do you want to fuck up the Germans? go pay your taxes. And it's an amazing video. You should watch it. It's about 7 minutes. We'll post that as well.
Yeah, I got it. It's right here. You emailed it.
Are you a patriotic American?
Yes, sir.
Eager to do your part?
Yes, sir.
Then there's something important you can do.
Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. I'll do it.
You won't get a medal for doing it.
Oh, that's all right.
It may mean a sacrifice on your part,
I'll do it anyway.
but it will be a vital help to your country in this hour of need. Shall I tell you what it is?
Yes, what is it? Tell me.
Shall I?
Tell me what it is.
Your income tax.
Income tax?
Yes, your income tax.
Oh, God. All right.
But the crazy thing is prior to this video coming out, people didn't pay it. Only the rich people paid it, and they paid whatever they thought they should pay. There was no way of there was no assessment of it. So rich people would say, "Yeah, I made $10,000 last year, so here's my taxes," and then they would leave it up to their neighbors to rat them out and say, "No, you didn't, man. You fucking live in large. You got Beamers and shit."
So they didn't have the IRS?
The IRS was founded, but there was no tax collection system. There was no way of tracking it. There was no way of reporting it. And so it wasn't until this video that they were able to get people to like support this movement.
Weird.
And this video goes through the actual filling out of the form, step by step.
No shit.
Yeah,
Well, count on
including tax tables and everything.
Disney to make taxes easier for you. Who's going to say no to Donald Duck?
Nobody.
Nobody.
And it worked.
There you go.
It fucking worked. And it's amazing. The thing is, and this is one of the things that drives me absolutely nuts about taxes and just and price raises in general, is that, okay, there was a war. We were fighting a war. We needed money. I can understand that. But when the war ended and we didn't need that money anymore, the government's like, people seem okay with paying it. Let's keep it. And then they keep it. And they're like, oh, well, let's start offering new services that nobody asked for. And then they need more money, so they'll make more taxes. And
That aren't authorized by the Constitution.
Exactly. And it keeps going and going and going. It's the same thing as like, okay, BP oil spill, or any time we're having like a war over oil, and all of a sudden we're short on oil, or we're oil is less. We have less oil. Gas price goes straight up. They're like, oh, 10% surcharge, and this is on any kind of service too. Like you taxi cabs, like 10 cents more, gas surcharge. And as soon as the prices come down, they're like, people are used to paying that extra 10 cents. Let's just leave it, and it just stays there, and it always stays there.
You know, if you have a phone, you're still paying to fund the War of 1812.
What?
Yeah.
What do you mean? I'm still funding the War of 1812 if I have a phone.
They passed a tax back then to fund the war that was on telecommunications, whatever they had back then, and it's never been sunsetted or canceled or revoked or whatever.
Huh.
You didn't know that?
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Learn something new every day. Look at that. That's what we do here on the For Listeners program. We edumacate, motherfucker. Yeah. Word. The thing I have with taxes though is that they'll find an excuse to tax anything.
Like what?
Well, like hotel rooms. When you get a bill for your hotel room, there is at least like 5 different taxes on there.
Yeah, it's like $20 at least.
And it's ridiculous. It's like you get a hotel occupancy tax.
I'm sorry, hotel what?
Occupancy tax.
Okay, that's not what I thought you said.
Did I stutter?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. A hotel occupancy tax. There's that. Then there's the hotel vacancy tax. You end up paying a tax for rooms that aren't let out. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like you're getting screwed because you're paying for the room that you're renting, and you're paying for the rooms that haven't been rented. Like, fuck your mom. I mean, by the time you're done getting a room, you might as well offer your firstborn child.
And the same thing with like airports. Like, you get into the airplane, and you're like, oh great, $99 one way to Florida, and then it's like
$200 later.
$200 later, when you actually pay off all your taxes and actually can use your bags, bring bags with you. It's crazy. It's like false advertising, if you ask me.
Yeah, no shit.
What's your weird tax? You were talking about some weird taxes earlier.
All right, some of these are pretty good. Peter the Great, famous Russian Tsar, in 1705 put a tax on beards. Was it a
progressive tax, where did it get bigger if your beard was longer?
Unknown, but he was hoping to force Russians to adopt a clean-shaven look.
Huh.
That was very common in Western Europe. Somewhere about 90 years later, in 1795, England put a tax on the powders that men and women put on their wigs. Interestingly enough, this led to a dramatic decline in the popularity of wigs. So there you go. You know, it's like that's the one case in history where placing a tax on something actually acted as a deterrent. Like they put like 18 zillion different types of taxes on cigarettes, and people still buy them by the goddamn truckload.
Yep. So, while you're talking about taxes, I'm going to talk about deductions. The IRS usually doesn't allow you to use cosmetic surgery as a deduction, but in 1994, this chick who was like a stage dancer got 56 double F implants, and the court ruled that because the implants were so extreme, they were solely intended to increase the profits of her business and not for personal benefit. And she was allowed to deduct the price of that surgery.
What? Say that again? What business was she in?
She was a stripper.
So she was able to deduct her breasts as a business expense?
Yep.
Genius.
Yep. What other weird taxes you got?
Well, how about another strange deduction? There's a guy here who drank too much.
Wait, hold on, wait. I was gonna do deductions. You do taxes.
I'll do taxes. Okay.
Yeah.
So other strange taxes. This one's great. New York City places a special tax on prepared foods. So bagels, right? Bagels are a prepared food. If you slice the bagel, it acts as an additional preparation. So a sliced bagel gets taxed twice.
What?
Yeah. Because not only are you preparing the bagel by making the actual bagel, but the slicing of the bagel causes another tax to be incurred.
It's like Virginia, when you go through the drive-thru, you get taxed for the drive-thru service, but if you walk inside, you don't.
That's ridiculous. Here's a
well, hold on, let's go back and forth here.
Well, all right. Sorry, go ahead. Go for it. Deduction.
I got the deduction.
All right, go ahead.
You could deduct a bad loan from your family.
What?
Say you loan your brother $3,000.
Okay.
And he don't pay you back.
Because he spent it on a pink elephant tattoo?
That might be a reason, or perhaps several cases of delicious beer.
Right.
If you can prove to the IRS that there was a promissory note that spells out a repayment, Get
it out, Z.
Let's try it again. If you can prove that there was a promissory note that spells out a repayment plan and a fair interest rate, and that you made good faith to try to collect it, you can actually claim it as bad debt.
Nice.
I lent my brother like $50,000, I think, last year or something. I haven't seen a fucking dime.
Time to write it off.
Time to write it off, indeed.
Give us another one.
Lindsay Lohan. She was able to write off her drug addiction treatment center as a medical expense.
That's just wrong.
No.
Did she do the same thing as the big titty chick, that she wrote it off as fucking a business expense?
Yeah. I mean, she's fucking crazy and drunk. She's not making money.
What the fuck is that about?
That shit ain't right. That shit cray.
How about a tax credit?
Okay.
In Oregon, there's a group of people that get a $50 tax credit. That group of people are those that are double amputees.
I'm sorry, what?
In Oregon, double amputees get a $50 tax credit.
And what is the rationale?
I don't know. You lost your legs and...
Well, it could be 2 arms.
Here's $50. I don't know.
What if you're a triple amputee? You get 100?
If you could pull that particular feat off, sure. Okay, we'll go $50. The best one I found was the breast tax in India in the early 1800s. Apparently, in the caste system in India, people of a privileged upper caste were allowed to cover their breasts. If you were in a lower caste, you had to pay a tax called the mulakaram, or breast tax, in order to cover your breasts.
Are we talking covered like you can't show cleavage, or covered like you can't wear a top?
No, you could not wear a top. You had to be bare-breasted.
I'm
If
fine
you-
with that.
if-
I think
if-
we all go on a tax boycott.
That's what I'm saying. We should bring this back. We should bring this to the United States. I don't know
Let's do
how
it.
you do the caste system necessarily, but I'm sure our politicians in Washington D.C. will be more than happy to work that out for some bare breastises.
Can you imagine if there was a jerk-off tax?
I hope
If you wanted to spill your seed, you would have to pay like $20.
Now, so I wonder, would that be one of those things that acts as a deterrent, or would people just pay it
I just pay it. Here's $60. I'm done today.
for today? That's $60
3
today.
times. What?
That's today.
Yeah, when you work from home, Stiff breeze gets you in the mood.
So hold on, man. Wait a minute. That's $60 for one day. That's just gonna add up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That might act as a deterrent after a while.
It might.
After a while, I'm just saying.
What are the other ways you could do a tax that's kind of fun? Is the douchebag jar? What is it from? You ever seen The New Girl?
Yeah.
Every
Yeah.
time he says something douchey, he's got to put $5 in the jar,
Yeah.
and that's a good tax.
Yeah. If it stops people from being douchey, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm all for that.
Like the swear jar. I've got no issue with the swear jar if that's becoming a problem.
Oh, I do. I would be piss poor in like 10 fucking seconds.
Well, if you're trying to make yourself, change your behavior, then that's a great way to do
I'm
it.
totally not. I'm totally not. I would rather get tased than have to put money in a jar every time I was fucking cursing, because I would be poor. I would rather be shocked than be poor.
All right, well, that can be arranged.
I too would like to participate in shock and spear.
We should definitely have a tax on people who don't use Easy Pass. There's no reason that I should be paying the salaries of the people who have to work there because you're a freaking moron and won't get a damn Easy Pass.
Yeah, we could tax them through an
Tax the
electronic
fuck out of 'em.
device.
Yeah, I
Tax
mean,
the
on
fuck
the
out of
car
them.
it would be a stupid tax.
when
Yeah,
they go through without paying Easy Pass.
I mean, it's already you're losing time by sitting in that stupid row. But get the hell out of my way! I can't stand when there's like all those people backed up because they're all freaking in line to get through the cash lane. Stupid assholes.
What other things would you give the people? What other things would you give the stupid tax to? Not being able to use Redbox, Ganthor. Would you give the
Yep.
stupid tax to that?
Oh, that's a good way to do it, dude. Like the charge is like $1 if you can complete the transaction in 30 seconds. But like as the longer it takes you to do it, the fucking total keeps adding up.
That would be pretty good.
That would be horrendous. You want to know why? Because
That's
people would get
amazing.
flustered. You'd see a little counter somewhere in the corner of the screen that just sees your tax going up and up the longer you spend, and then people would get more and more flustered. It would cost people like $40 just to get a movie out of Redbox
No,
because they would get so
they
flustered.
would just they give up their place in line and then they
Start over, yeah. Dude, that would make it so much better because that solves every problem. It solves people for touching it if they don't know what the fuck they're doing, and it gives entertainment to the people waiting for their turn.
Because because you have to put something up so everyone can see it.
Yeah, you need a big screen.
Yeah, big screen so everyone can see it throughout the store. This idiot's still fucking with the Redbox. Have it go off every.
Still trying to get fried green tomatoes.
Yep. Still can't find the lookup code on the produce.
Oh,
Douchebag.
that'd be amazing. That's a good idea. That's one of our better ideas.
There you go. What else? So all right. So what else gets the stupid tax? The Redbox, the supermarket, fucking automated checkout, the Easy Pass. What else gets the stupid tax?
Pretty much anything we ever come up with on the show that pisses us off. Like, I've always thought of this one. Like, if you have an accident because you're a douchebag on the highway, they should like set up a thing that like registers everybody's speed pass, and as you pass by the thing, it checks you and says, "Yep, you were here and you were delayed 3 hours because of this fucking moron." And then they should come up with some formula that says, "Yep, this guy now has to pay every fucker that's in this line that they made late X dollars per hour."
So if you caused a traffic jam,
You could be looking at millions of dollars.
wow.
That'd be amazing.
oh my
People
god,
would get their car fixed as soon as that check engine light comes on.
I would like to charge people for wasting my time in meetings at work.
Oh, dude, you'd be so rich.
I'm telling you, I would like to be able to charge people for wasting my time, for saying stupid shit, and then just collect as I'm walking out the door. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
You should be able to tase people. Going back to yours, just fucking tase them.
Well, give them the choice, right?
Taser tax.
Taser tax. I'm running on. You know what? I'm running for president. I'm running on this platform. You know.
We need to get a logo and some shirts made up for this one.
Taser tax. That's it.
But there's no taxes on tasers.
No, because people should have those at their disposal. Like you either pay me $5 for being an idiot, or I'm allowed to tase you.
Don't tase me, bro.
Don't tase me, bro. No, fuck you. And you better be walking around with money on you, because there's a lot of you fuckers out there that I'd be collecting on.
Your credit's no good here.
Yeah, so you better pay the fuck up, or I swear I'm going to shock you. No choice. No choice. There's a lot of this stuff. Taser tax. I like this.
I like the way you think, Spear.
Yeah. What did we learn? What did we learn about taxes?
They all suck. You got to pay your taxes.
Gotta pay your taxes. Yeah, okay. What did you learn there, Ganthor?
Pass.
You can't pass. What do you mean you pass?
The Donald Duck thing, I didn't know that.
All right, there you go. Donald Duck helping people get on board with being a patriot and paying their taxes. I learned that we're going to do this. You either pay up for doing something stupid, or we're going to tase your ass. I'm buying a taser, I swear to God. So if you are on board with taser tax, you go ahead and post it on the Facebook page, facebook.com/4listeners or 4listeners.com. Don't incur the stupid tax and download us on iTunes. Search for 4 Listeners and we'll pop right on up. We thank you for checking us out this week, and we hope that you will check us out again next week. Thanks a bunch, everybody.
I'm squared up with the USA. You see those bombers in the sky. Rockefeller helped to build them, so did I. I paid my income tax today.